Number 4, what do you got?
So I'm going back to another personal moment, going back to 2005 for this one. And it's a player that many of us remember if we were fans of him back in the day. But he played on the opposite side of the ball than we're used to being fans of. He patrolled the defensive backfield, not the offensive backfield. And he struck terror into the eyes of all sorts of offensive players by just lighting dudes up left and right. The one, the only, Dwayne Slay. If you're unfamiliar with him, that year he set the record for most forced fumbles in a season. And these weren't just like stripping the ball out. These were just laying dudes out and them dropping the ball because they were, basically murdered on the field. My fourth favorite moment, and that's when Dwayne Slay leveled Kansas State quarterback Allen Everidge. I always want to call him Etheridge, but it's Everidge with a V. Laid him out. If you're unfamiliar with the play, it was a quarterback draw, kind of up the middle. A hole opens up, and it looks like quarterback's going to go for, a nice little 10, 15-yard scamper. All of a sudden, that hole closes up by a missile coming in the form of Dwayne Slay wearing the number 3 jersey and just absolutely decapitates the dude.
I got
kills it.
I got it up on Twitch.
You literally watch this guy get decapitated.
And
in a lot of angles.
Yeah, and in a lot of angles. And, at that game, I've just never felt a hit like that. And then on top of that, the reaction from the crowd, everybody simultaneously doing that. Oh. And then the best part is they kept showing the replay at the stadium, and everybody every time the O's got louder and louder. And then you saw Dwayne Slay react to his own hit, and everybody on the sideline.
That's my favorite part.
Let's go.
Right here.
4 in the country in a very good conference. Lurking and waiting. First down and 10, Kansas State. On the quarterback draw. Oh, my gosh. And a fumble, and Texas Tech got it back originally. Oh, my gosh. And it's Slay again. I'm telling you, they told us what a hitter this man is on the Red Racer defense. We saw him yesterday.
He's bigger than me.
He is enormous, and he just hits as hard, I think, as any football player I've ever seen.
That's unbelievable. I'm a former offensive lineman, and I walked out of the room yesterday, and Mark Morgan, our sideline reporter, is taller than I am. Mark's 6'4", and Slay was standing there, and I thought he was a tight end. I literally thought that Slay, when we saw him, was a tight end. Let's take a listen to this hit. This is, and listen, it's not like you're not seeing this. This is not blindside. This is straight ahead. Unbelievable.
He had 12 tackles last week against Nebraska. He's got 27 unassisted coming into the game, 37 tackles overall coming into the game.
And his second caused fumble strictly by a hit.
Wow.
The rest of the game, it was just, that's all anybody was thinking about was that hit and kind of fun stuff. But I ended up living with Dwayne Slay for a little bit when he came back to Lubbock. And of course, we talked about that hit, but it's one of my favorite plays to talk about.
For me, it was, I guess number 4 will be, because I got to watch this live, and we hear about it, I think at least every year. We've brought it up on the show at least 3 different times now, is the shootout in between Mahomes and Mayfield. I know, but I mostly like this because I was there for it. So, I get annoyed by it a little bit because they bring it up literally every time either one of them's on the field or remotely within each other's close proximity. Baker Mayfield farted 50 miles away. But did you know that Patrick Mahomes... Anyways, this would probably be my 4th, mostly because I was there. It was a really fun game to watch. Obviously, it was full send on the offense and 0 defense from either side. What was it, 800 yards a piece? It was ridiculous.
To Mixon in space. Mixon cuts it back and spins in for an
eternity ago. They swing it to Westbrook. He's got the corner, and he's got 2 more. 4-yardage situations in this second half, and they do again for a first down and then some. Daly on Ward. Carries it that much more. On 2nd and 10. Off his back foot this time. QT's all alone. It's a Texas Tech touchdown. This time he connected from 56. Mixon, that's a strike and a first down to Geno Lewis. Mixon, big hole, Joe Mixon, goodbye. Touchdown Oklahoma. This one from 42. The 8-yard line, Justin Stockton is in there. He'll take the fake. Mahomes setting in his own end zone. Throws a first down. Track down the NCAA record for total yards in a game. He's got the Tech record for passing yards in a game. And he adds to it with QT. And now he most certainly does have the NCAA record for total yards in a game. Patrick Mahomes off the clock. It's Mahomes on a run-pass option. Somehow sneaks it into Sadler for a first down. Inside of 3.5. Mahomes has one-on-one. On the outside. Takes advantage. A deep drop. Another throw. Another first down. Cameron Batson at the 20. Even Parker tackles him.
Sidelines, they do a nice job of controlling their body to get the feet in bounds.
His 51st completion of the night is a first down to Giles. End zone, blown coverage, touchdown, Texas Tech still breathing. Cameron Batson brings them back to within a touchdown.
If we're talking about, like, one of my favorite moments personally for me, that was Wise, because I was there at that game. I saw that shootout happen, and yes, it's annoying for them to bring it up all the time, but it was definitely like one of my personal favorite moments. So
I'm actually going another kind of off-field football memory. I went Cliff last week, but this one's a little more historic, going with the debut of the Master Rider in 1954 at the Gator Bowl, bringing one of the most electric and best college live mascot and entrances in college history and still going today. I think it was one of the first live mascot entrances in college football as well, dating back all the way to 1954.
Catch y'all at the next tailgate.